Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the very interesting Pokemon Pangoro in this league here. And we play a double dark team with the Gengar in the lead. I had like a similar team but with the double ghost in the back and the obstacle in the lead already like as a showcase. But yeah, here we're going to play the Pangoro. Pangoro is a very interesting Pokemon as it's basically a counter to Walrein plus the Trevenant, which is the most common meta core and in general a very strong core, so I kind of wanted to try it out and see how it goes. Yeah, what can I say? It didn't really went that well, and the main reason for this is lag. Like right now, it's most of the time after the league changed as well, like I'm not gonna complain too much. For me it doesn't really matter anyway, I'm legend, like yeah, why would I complain? But it is so annoying, like honestly, like it was so unplayable for me. It was very awful. I threw a lot of games. I don't think I put a lot of them in there anymore. But like I was just lagging in the middle of something. I got like farmed down and whatever. It was just horrible. Couldn't play the game really. But I basically put in the best builds that I got over this. Just to be honest, here in the beginning already, it didn't went too well. It was still not the worst. I think I went kinda neutral with this team, which is at least fine-ish. Maybe I lost like 10-20 points, but yeah, like it was nearly unplayable. I would have got definitely some elo actually with this team if it was just half playable. I posted even videos on Twitter. It was not playable at all. I think I have one game in there which was like completely scuffed as well. Which I don't know if you can see that if it's like a little bit sped up, it's always like you see like 2.4 times the speed that I saw it, so like you don't always see the whole lag. So like yeah, keep that in mind. But it wasn't fun. Like it wasn't fun, and I think everybody knows it right now. Like it's not the best. I'm not like people think I'm so on the Niantic side or whatever. No, I'm not. Like in general, I'm hopeful for the future, and I think the future gonna be really good of this game. But I'm not gonna say that the current state isn't good. The current state is definitely not good. Like it's not really playable, and yeah. But at least because the current state is not that good, they definitely have to do something before we have like all those tournaments where it's actually about real life money and whatever, and like bigger events. So like they have to do something. They're gonna do something. I'm very sure about this. Like there's literally no reason to not believe in this right now. But I'm not gonna say that currently the game is fine. Like it is not. It's definitely not. There was actually a time prior in the beginning of the season where the game worked pretty well for me, and like everybody else was complaining. Like I had like literally next to no lag for like 3-4 months straight. I was actually pretty happy playing. Like of course I had like 1-2 days where it was wrong, but right now again like it is so unplayable. It's so annoying to play. But yeah, enough complaining. That's just like my speech for the beginning. You got the boost, which doesn't matter at all because we're already dying there anyway. The team is very squishy. Like you have Gengar, which is squishy. You have the Pangoro, which is squishy. You have Obstacle, which is not squishy. It's kind of neutral. Like it's not bulky, but it's also not very squishy. And here we have the debuff, which doesn't matter then anyway because I can just surrender there. There's nothing I can do thanks to debuff. But we would have lost anyway. Like it's not because of the debuff that we lost. What I saw a lot was like Escavalier, which is kind of scary for me because I have a team in mind on my road to glory which loses hard to Escav. Maybe I'm gonna elite here my Charizard or something. Who knows? We will see. But yeah, I have to play road to glory again as well during this period, which is gonna be a little bit tricky. Gyarados is also a little bit tricky for me because there's not a lot that I can do here. I can go for some nice Night Slashes, but yeah, Escav is actually so common, which does make sense. We have Nidoqueen currently the common Pokemon, we have the Walrein, which is common, we have the Obstagoon, which is common, we have like all those Pokemon which the Escav gonna destroy, and it does make sense that the thing exists right now. It's kind of annoying for my road to glory. For this team it's totally fine as well still because my lead is pretty decent against it. You always win the 2-shield anyway. And yeah, this game gonna come down to the way I can refarm down in time. Yeah, we can. He cannot go for another move. We're gonna be able to win this game. Good game there. Escav in the lead again. That is not the same battle. It's a different battle, I swear. And we have the Pangoro here now. The sad thing here is I cannot farm him down before he gets to 2 moves, and 2 moves would KO me because I'm such a squishy boy. I guess going into Obstagoon is here the better play usually. So yeah, But at least what I can do now, I can go for like some really nice close combats here. My opponent definitely gonna shield this. Yep, he does, so I can go for another Night Slash. Does he shield this as well? Of course not. Maybe I should bait next time, because those combat would most likely do like 90%. Like, Pangoro is super attack rated. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't really take that many hits. And the thing with Walrein as well, I actually think the normal version of Walrein is better than the Shadow version, after playing the Shadow version yesterday and being the rank 1 Pokemon in PvPoke. Why? Especially this matchup, I think, like, usually, okay, here, like, I got the boost and whatever, but, like, usually I had actually some problems with Obstagoon against Walrein. Walrein was not the worst against it. Oh no, it's actually not the best matchup, to be honest. But maybe also because I don't run Cross Chop and I run Hyper Beam, which I basically just did for memes, and I think I hit one time. I don't know if it's even in there, because I think there was also a game that I lost the leg at the end. Yeah, Hyper Beam is just for fun there, and I thought maybe I can get some cool gameplay with it, but to be honest, Cross Chop is better, and Gang Shot is also better than Hyper Beam. Both of them are better. Why is Gang Shot better? Gang Shot usually is something that you also kind of want to have against fairy types, and you get to it one turn prior the Hyper Beam, which is cool. Here, I misplayed this. This was actually one of my first battles against Gyarados as well. I should have swapped out way earlier because I don't have anything against the other things he has. Goes into his Charizard, and at this point I think we already lost this game. Yeah, like, I could have played this way better. Like, this was my fault. I misplayed this a lot, and it's gonna cost me the game, which is totally fine and understandable, I guess. It's my mistake here. I could have went for the move here straight away, which might have helped me, because I would have... Yeah, I actually wouldn't have got those moves on me, which still wouldn't have mattered, because he still would have won against me anyway, so... Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. My opponent gonna be able to KO me here. Good game to my opponent, nothing I can do. Obstagoon can go for one more move, but yeah, this is sadly not gonna be a winnable game anymore. Charizard is just too strong. Next opponent, we're gonna have Escav in the lead. Like, what a surprise! Haven't seen it at all yet. I don't know who made this team common. Like, did someone make a video about Escav lead with those two Pokemon in the back? I think it's most likely Trevenant or whatever in the back. But Trevenant actually doesn't make sense. Maybe it's something else. Should be something that also can deal with water types. We have to see. Walrein, definitely a good Pokemon. But we can just KO this thing. And he goes into Escav, and yeah, it can go into my Gengar. I have to go for Shadow Punches here, of course, because I ran Sludge Bomb. For the Fairy type coverage, my opponent has a Dragonite in the back. That's kind of scary. He lets us go, which is also kind of scary. But we have Pangoro, and Pangoro doesn't really care. We have a move stone on Gengar anyway. We can get to another move here, and Pangoro is just going to town. Gonna be able to get both of the shields, gonna tank this move. I can farm down the Dragonite, and then I still have a move for the Escav. We should be in a fine spot here. My opponent, actually I need 2 Shadow Punches here. Can I get there? You got the counter through, but you're gonna be able to get to the second Shadow Punch in time. You're gonna be able to win this game. Good game to my opponent. Goodbye Dragonite as well. The next opponent, we're gonna have Escavalier in the lead. Like, holy. And Walrein is a safe swap. Still, it's not the same. Like, someone has to have like made a video about this. Like, there's no way. I saw so many Escavs lead. It was nice for me because I had a Ghost Type in the lead, like, so I don't mind it. But like, I saw this team so often, I have no idea why. Maybe they're tactical or whatever. Like, someone had to have made a team, like a team review about this team. I don't know. We see the Escav coming back in here. We put him low enough that a Shell Punch should KO him this range. We can shield here. It's a dry run. We can overfarm. We should have overfarmed by one more, I think. We go for the Shadow Punch, he let it go, he does have his own Gengar in the back. And this actually gonna be still kind of close, because we kind of have to catch the move here, which we do. If we had like Sludge Bomb, I think it would have been a little bit more problematic. And you see how much Snarl actually does. Snarl is such a weak move in general in terms of damage, but against the Gengar and with my big boy there, like, it did so much damage, which was kind of nice. I'm recording, by the way, those battles currently at like 2 AM, so if I sound a little bit tired. Been a long day. Been a long day. Crobat against us, it's basically what we want to count out as well. Crobat is actually something that's really good in this league. Sadly, I have an XL version of it, so I cannot use mine. I can farm down definitely with Gengar in time. He gets to 2 moves, but it's fine. And I have to swap out immediately, and he has the Charizard in the back. This is this game. You saw me there already a little bit laggy. And now it's also cool. I'm gonna go for 4 counters and he goes for 3 moves. I tried to throw my move, didn't work out. Very cool. I should have got it before him. I go for 1 move, I gonna throw my move. He goes for 1 move and he gets to his first move again. Like, it's 3 turn versus 2 turns. We both go for 1 move and he wins CMP, whereas not even CMP. Cool, and this twice in a row, and this basically already cost me the game. Like, there's nothing I can do anymore. I don't know how. Yeah, like I didn't want to rant anymore about this game. Yeah, it's something that I actually can say to you as well. I know that a lot of people have like also problems, like in general the mental aspect of this game. Just don't. It sounds like stupid or whatever, and like yeah, it's easy to say out of my perspective because I'm legend already. It's not worth it. Like, it's right now, like, don't try to have a bad day because you lost in Go Battle League or whatever. I see like a lot of people like modding and raging and whatever. Just try not to, because it's at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's just a bugged smartphone game that doesn't really have, like, it shouldn't like affect you at all in this kind of regard. So, like, wait until the game is actually fixed, which hopefully gonna be next season. And then you can still rage and maul about this game. I think that's the better approach at the current time. And it's definitely my approach. Like, of course, I lost so many games to lag today, wow. But at the end of the day, it's just a game. I think also, like, if Pokemon Go would only be PvP, there would nobody who would play this anymore. This game only basically lives from having the other core aspect of catching, which is still a lot of fun. And people are hoping that PvP gonna be fixed in like a month, which I think gonna happen. Like, it's my honest opinion. I think PvP gonna be better in a month or like a month and a half. But we have to see. I would give Niantic the time till then. That's like, even though I'm also kind of upset about the current state of the game, I would at least give them time until then and see if they can fix the game. If not, you can still quit out of the game. But right now, try to play it casual. Try to not care too much about it. And if you don't hit Legend, even though you hit Legend previous seasons or like the rank, whatever you want, it's fine. Take those games that work well as practice and actually like focus on what you can improve there for the next season when it actually maybe matters. And other than that, just like try to relax. We have a boost here finally. Like, we haven't boosted that much in this video yet, I think. We deserve some more boosts. And my opponent is actually a madman by... Oh, never mind, he actually shielded here. I actually threw the game there. I remember what he had in the back, which I don't understand why he had this in the back. But I guess my opponent likes some. Oh, he actually doesn't show it yet. And that was kind of a weird pause now. Fighting users, yeah. Another counter user, that's what I wanted to say. But I actually thought I would have saw that prior to that. But yeah, I had nothing for Machamp anymore. There was no reason for me even to play again. Usually I try to get those out with the Pangoro save swap. Sadly, close combat is not enough to kill this thing. But we had so many fighting types right now because of the Walrein meta, which does make sense. There's also some particular fighting type which I kind of want to showcase again, which I think has some unique play, as it counters basically Walrein and the Trevenant somehow. And yeah, it's gonna be fun to play this. It's not gonna be the best Pokemon, but it's fun to play, and that's all that matters in my opinion. Maybe I even waste an Elite TM, who knows? Here my opponent goes into Gengar again. It catches the move, which he let it go, and I think this was actually something that saved me, because look at this, Obstagoon just too thick. Gonna be able to survive this. Dragon Claw, gonna get the last shield. I have a move start already on the Gengar. Let's go for the Shadow Punch. Does this KO him? It does, and we're gonna go into the last game here now against a Dragonite lead. Very, very bad for me. Try to build up to the Sludge Bomb, but my opponent denies my quick move. Cool, thanks. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Punch now, hope that he shields as well, which he's not. And I should be able to outspam now with the Night Slash anyway, and my opponent actually doesn't want to shield here, which is really cool for me, because now I can just KO this thing, but he has an Escav in the back. And I know already that's gonna be a little bit tough, and my opponent doesn't even care about me going for what's it called? close combat. And here I sure went for the close combat. I didn't thought I would get it at the same time, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough game to come back from now. Again, Obstagoon against this thing is actually not the best matchup, especially I think I had some lag there again as well, which is not the best. He goes for the Earthquake, I shield correctly, which is good. But it's gonna come down to the wire. And as we're gonna see, it's gonna be very close. And my opponent gonna shield this up. I'm gonna try to swap out after this move to farm him down. But it's not gonna help me. I can get one move off, but sadly that's not gonna be able to win this game here. Good game to my opponent. See you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great rest of your day.